y'all, it's Mo9. I am back at it with another pick a card reading. Today we're doing love tips. So just general love messages, any sort of love tips for what you're going through currently, romantically. I got two piles today. We've got the first pile here with, it's like a treetop. It's supposed to be treetops in the rain. I don't know if that reads. Let's see. It's supposed to be treetops in the rain, pine trees in the rain. But that's that pile. And this one is like the evening mountain sky. My bad, y'all. Okay, mountain horizon. There you go. For pile two, you guys go ahead, focus on whichever pile you're drawn to, and I'll see you in your pile. Hey, pile one people. Let's toke it up with the 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Okay. So, here we are. The Princess of the Universe. Here is your thingy, your love tips. So you got a few things. None of which are really tips, so you're probably dealing with like a situation. What you got was the Maros. This is an Irish mermaid folklore. So these are like both water and land dwellers, living a double life. These people wore hoods to like help them underwater, or to help them to breathe underwater. And these were singers, and they were very helpful, and they were good luck to marry and be around. They're very like artsy and loving creatures, but you know they had to switch it up for humanity sometimes, as a form of protection. We've got ocean jasper. So this is some solar plexus, heart and throat chakra healing. Happiness, joy. Helps us to be kind to and appreciate ourselves. So, knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. And that's a bell hooks quote. It isn't a definite, none of these things are like a definite, it's a YouTube reading, but it's like something to keep in mind when, while we're doing this, when you're thinking of the situation. So just basically like, try not to use others as a means of escape. I had to put some oil on my hands. They were dry as hell. Okay, so let's talk about this double life. Double life, double life. The Morrows. What's going on? Oh, that was a super ending. Super ending. The door is closed. I heard Nene Leaks. The door is no, it was a Porsche. The door is closed. Why? There was an ending, in a relationship, um, maybe it's important to talk about your feelings, but if those needs are not being met, it feels like someone didn't talk about their feelings. And that's really what ended something here. And there needs to be some communication about one's feelings. But if someone doesn't want to talk, you can't force them. You know what I mean? So, it's like someone was thinking of something from a higher perspective, but their actions weren't that of someone from a higher perspective. So, it's important to understand that there are two sides to you. You are not, well, more than two sides. Yeah. Someone was like, you playing games with other people, and it's a wrap for me. You're ending stuff with all these illusions of romance or illusions of relationships. And this is weird. Let me just. So you got the Page of Wands, the Hierophant. This ending, it had to happen. There was an illumination of like obsessions here. What was really holding you back in this situation? What you were maybe hiding from yourself, temptations that could throw you off track. And it all happened with a message. It all happened with a message. And this is why you need to be kind to yourself. Because maybe what you saw is not what you liked. It could have been a marriage. It could have been something you, like what they call a third party situation where other people are involved and it's taking up too much of the energetic balance in the relationship. But this is an activation of like appreciation of self in this, who you were in this situation, who you, it's like, yeah. So with the Eight of Cups, you're like, I know what I bring to the table, and I bring in that harmony and peace, and I'll bring it right the hell back over here where it belongs. So the ending happened. But you were like, but I know my worth. The end. I mean, I'm popsicle, my bad. It's giving, I could do bad all by myself, but I can find peace all by myself. My bad, y'all. I've been eating my daughter's popsicles all weekend. My sugar addiction, getting that good yellow 5 in. Living it. Okay. So, what this is saying is I can find peace all by myself. And that's great. And that's a confirmation of self. So you're out. You're like, I'm going to find these prospects of peace all by myself. And some of these prospects are financial. This was an upheaval. Let's clarify this upheaval. Whoa, with the Empress again. Okay, you're like, but I know my worth though. I know that I can build from what I make. I am definite in myself and my talents, and that's really what matters. You don't gotta chase, work for, adapt to, pretend to be, none of that extra stuff. Nope. You're like, with the Two of Swords, you're like, no, I don't. No, actually, I don't. Good for you. Good for you. So it's like, yeah, with Six of Wands is say to clarify this Jasper, Ocean Jasper. You are the Ocean Jasper right now. You are affirming yourself. You are aware of your talents. You are aware of when something is holding you back. You can take that time to be like, wait a minute, this is weird. I'm out. You know, like it's good. You're doing just fine. You'll probably be a short read. Let's do any additional messages. First of all, you can defend this. You're not being stingy with yourself, your time, or your energy. You're not being stingy. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna find it's okay to wait for someone who's gonna reciprocate that energy and know how to approach you in ways of reciprocity and ways of being like someone that you can communicate with romantically and that's like still be romantic, like bold enough to make the offer and be strong enough to and firm enough to stand in the offer that they are making for you and confident confident in it. All right, pile one, that was quick. All right, I will see you in the next one, y'all. Peace. Hey, pile two. Ooh, I don't know who it is. There are people obsessed with you, pile two. But let's get into it. Here's your first love tip. Honest. Are you being honest? Who are you lying to, yourself or others? What are you lying about? We're going to pull for some shadow work. The herb that came up was lemon balm to help with the nervous system. This also helps with any sort of like viral infections, shingles types infections, herpes. These are charms used. You can use this in charms for success, in love, and healing. And the Greek pope is Medusa came up. So you might have really great hair. You could have dreadlocks. You're very stylish. Oh, okay. Okay, so you are someone who spreads a lot of knowledge. If you gotta check somebody, you will. And people use some of the things that you say to check other people. Okay? This could also be someone you are thinking about. And some people punish you because of your desirability. Or because of desirability. They feel that you're desirable and they get mad and see that as competition. And that could be the obsessive thing. So let's talk about your love tip first. Honesty. What do you need to be honest about right now, pile two?
Can't find a kitty anywhere.
Mm-hmm. What do you need to be honest about? What you're investing? Okay, 7 of pumpkins, the devil. There's that obsession again. Knight of pumpkins, 4 of pumpkins. So it's time to be honest with yourself about what you're investing your time into. Is it growing? Is it working? Are you planting seeds that are healthy and working for you? It's time to protect what you're building for yourself. Yeah. So if you're a double pile watcher, this is that tower moment. But you constantly feel like you're rebuilding because you're not investing in things that are worth building and investing time into. It's almost like someone's obsessed with trying to keep you stagnant and you need to be aware of it. Cutting people out of your life that are show you like falsehoods. I kind of see like, you see this pretty building and then you go to knock on the door and then the whole thing falls over and then behind it is this dilapidated building. And you're like, oh, that's not how that's supposed to be. Um, don't dwell on the things that you are cutting out and that you have to leave behind because it has to go. It has to go. It's not working for you. I asked what the lie is here and I got the 8 of Pumpkins. What you're actually working on. What are you actually working on? It's time to invest in yourself, your craft, your grounding, your finances, your home. It's time to pay attention to those things. Let's do this shit. What is the shadow work here? Excuse me, Page of Pumpkins, Page of Wands. Messages? Learning what you learn when you communicate with people who are what do you learn from people and is it reciprocating what you're giving? Are people giving you what you're giving? And if it's not, it's time to go and it has nothing to do with you personally. It's you gotta take things at kind of like face value when it's time to go. It's almost like you do want this reciprocity in relationships, but are you being honest with maybe your status, your level, how far you can go? You're actually stronger, more popular, and more charming than you give yourself credit for, but you approach things like you're not prepared when you totally are. And this is with work stuff, and that is what's holding you back, as far as being perceived as maybe not as far ahead in life as you actually are. That's fine. It's fine. That's all. That's now that you know you're a badass. Now people will other people see it, and you can go ahead and move forward. Definitely get some more lemon balm into your life. It'll help you with the moving forward process, especially if you were maybe dealing with recently any sort of player type energy, or lemon balm also helps with depression, like, and anxiety. That's why it's like a nervous system relaxer, so it can help with navigating social situations. If you feel like, hey, I'm entering this social space and I'm hella nervous, you can drink some lemon balm tea or do some aromatherapy with lemon balm, and it will help calm your nerves and help you feel, more relaxed. to be like your authentic self. Yeah, because maybe you're feeling left out. Especially if in senses of approaching people romantically.
Can a battery eat your chocolate? Can a battery eat your chocolate?
All right. It's important to understand that you have these really healthy ways of communicating your emotions that you can really tap into. And now is the time to do that. If you want to do it on your social media, if you want to do it privately, if you want to do it in your art, if you want to just do it, oh, just do it however you're thinking. Especially your like Medusa journey, maybe people trying to punish you for dumb stuff. Yeah, it's time to talk about people trying to, okay, the things that you've overcome. It's time to talk about it, write about it, message someone you trust about it, express yourself creatively about it. It's time to do that. The things you've overcome, the things you've experienced, uh, anything that has happened to you negatively that has to do with desirability, politics, all that. That is going to open up a lot of doors for you, create a lot of opportunities for you, both in a creative sphere and romantically as well. Ooh, knocking shit over. So it's going to create opportunities for you, for more than just romantically. So it's great to just be able to express that and get that out of your system. You're gonna do really be freaking great with it. It's gonna be really healing for you, especially a lot of the things that you learned about yourself during these times of maybe like people slandering you. There's some slut shaming probably happened, all kinds of crazy stuff. People out here bugging just to, anyways, girl, you're doing great. Um, and just make sure you do that self expression for your healing process so that you can really affirm these feelings, but also I feel like you're going to help a lot of other people who are dealing with similar issues. So, yeah, thanks for watching Pile 2. Lights changing as the sun's going down. I will see you in the next one. Peace.